Assassin's Promise by Thomas Woodward. Chapter 38. Gerald growled at the approaching footpads. They may be common thieves, but that didn't make their blades any less deadly. He tried to rise again, before sinking back to his knees. He could feel the wound slowly pumping out his lifeblood. He needed to stanch the flow soon. Unfortunately, he wasn't being given the luxury of much time. Two men were closing in on him, and another woman had just appeared behind them, having pulled herself up from another horse at the rear of the caravan. He didn't fancy dying here. Aware that every moment counted, he stole a look backwards towards the driver's area. He could see Jess vainly keeping another rogue back, while Millie struggled to control the horses. Grimacing in pain, he swung his head sluggishly back to meet his pursuers. They crept forward stealthily, hoping he would give them an easy opening. His vision swam with dark spots. He felt lightheaded and weak. They would move in for the kill if he bent to tie to his wound. If he did nothing, he would die anyway. Damn. He tried to lift his cudgel, but barely had the strength to grasp it. The best he could do was intimidate his attackers. If they called his bluff, it would be over in seconds. He could see Kayana being held down by two men, a dark bruise forming on the left side of her face. She looked beaten, and yet there was a glimmer to her eyes. No, she was not beaten, merely waiting for the right moment. He would bet his life on it. He knew her too well. She would not give over like a lamb. She had merely adopted the look of one, waiting for the slaughter in earnest. He began to smile when his vision went red. Crashes of pain filled his senses. His right eye went dark. His body reacted immediately, bringing his right hand up to his face, and came away smeared in bright blood. His own. He tried to yell, but only a small gurgle escaped his lips. It wasn't supposed to go this way. He was overcome by the beauty of the brilliant blue sky. Why hadn't he ever noticed it before? He tried to breathe, but air wouldn't come. Where was his mother? He had to tell her. He wanted to be. No air. A violent shaking came over him, but his vision was already going black. No! He didn't want to lose sight of the beautiful blue. Not yet. Tears came. They were mixed with blood. The next blow came, but he could no longer feel it. His tiny pinhole of view tumbled as his body fell over. No air. Love. Please. Gerald's body fell over, a throwing knife jutting out of his right eye. The bandits moved forward with abandon, kicking him brutally before retrieving their weapon. Kayana saw and held herself immobile. She was the tautness of a blade. She was the moment between breaths. Her eyes held it all, saw it all. She was immovable as a stone. She would not yield.